This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local, of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It is Friday, the 13th of March, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Yesterday afternoon up at Glen Burnie High School, a girl was stabbed during a fight that occurred just during the transition to a D lunch and fourth period classes. Apparently, it happened at an overhang outside of the media building. It involved 3 female students, one of which was stabbed. 2 staff members intervened and began to separate the students, while the principal and the school resource officer came to assist. The school was immediately placed on a lockdown so police and school officials could handle the scene of the fight. Police did arrest 2 of the girls, and in addition to any charges they may face, the school says that they will face strong and appropriate discipline in accordance with the handbook. That comes from Principal Scott McGuire up at Glen Burnie High School. Modell Sporting Goods has filed for Chapter 11 liquidation bankruptcy and is planning on closing all of the remaining stores, including the one in Annapolis, in the near future. Modell's will actually start the liquidation sales a little bit later on today. And according to CEO Mitchell Modell, this is certainly not the outcome I wanted. It is one of the most difficult days of my life, but I believe liquidation provides the greatest recovery for our creditors. We have partnered with Tiger Capital Group to liquidate the remaining stores beginning Friday morning, March 13th. Now, Modell's was the only true sporting goods in town. However, Dick's Sporting Goods will be opening up in Annapolis shortly. They are in the process of renovating the former Burlington Coat Factory, which is on Defense Highway, in that center where Best Buy and Staples is. So I'm not sure of the deadline on opening that, but we will have a Dick's in Annapolis to replace Modell's. But if you want to get some deals, head on over to Modell's. I'm sure there will be plenty of them going on. All right, we can't avoid talking about Corona or COVID-19, and I want to talk about it a little bit, and hopefully it'll be the last time that we talk about it in detail like this as we all begin to adjust to what is a new normal, at least for now. In a press conference yesterday, Governor Hogan opened up saying that it is impossible at this time to know how long this threat will continue. He did say it is going to continue to evolve and will escalate rapidly and dramatically, so be prepared for that. He has taken several different actions, which are pretty severe, to help stem the spread of this so-called coronavirus. He has activated the National Guard, and he has issued an executive order prohibiting mass gatherings. Now, the mass gatherings are going to be for more than 250 people, and they are to include social, community, spiritual, religious, recreational, leisure, and sport gatherings will be prohibited at all locations and all venues within the state of Maryland. Planned large gatherings and events must be canceled or postponed until after the termination of the state of emergency, which there is no final date of, as well as the proclamation of the catastrophic health emergency has been rescinded. All senior citizen activity centers will also be closed starting today. Additionally, State Superintendent Karen Salmon from the Maryland Department of Education has closed all schools in Maryland from March 16th through March 27th. During that time, buses and schools will be cleaned and disinfected, and she has said that the break that would normally be for spring break will be used to make up any days for this closure. She also warned that administrators, faculty, staff, parents, and students and guardians should begin to prepare for and implement any measures that we may need to continue educational services in the event of a prolonged period of school closure. Governor Hogan has also closed the cruise terminal at the Port of Baltimore. No ships will be coming in or out of Baltimore with passengers. A very helpful thing he has done is he has signed an executive order extending permitting deadlines. This does include any permits or licenses, registrations, or any authorizations issued by the state of Maryland or its agencies that would expire during the current state of emergency. They will be extended until the 30th day after the state of emergency is lifted. This does include vehicle registrations, driver's licenses, and things of that nature. He issued guidance to hospitals for visitation policies, saying that they should not allow anyone in under 18, only one adult visitor per patient, and visitors should be screened for flu-like symptoms and also questioned about where they have traveled and prevent them from entering the hospital if they have traveled internationally within 14 days. He is suspending all visits now to the correctional facilities, and he has ordered mandatory telework for non-essential state employees. He signed over day-to-day operations of state government to Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford as he continued to delegate 100% of his time to handling this coronavirus. Immediately after Hogan's press conference, County Executive Stuart Pittman declared the county's state of emergency. He has directed the Office of Personnel to create a telework policy to allow for flexibility for some county workers to perform their duties remotely. They expect to have that policy in effect sometime on Monday. In conjunction with that, the County Health Department had some recommendations for gatherings scheduled through the end of April. They did put a time frame on that, and they said that they should postpone or cancel all public gatherings of more than 250 people. And they also suggest that you postpone or cancel any public gatherings that meet any of the following criteria. If they're targeted to the older crowd or people with chronic illnesses, if you can't provide at least 6 feet of space between attendees, if you can offer alternative methods of meeting the gathering's goals, example live streaming, or if the event is not time sensitive. For gatherings that do go forward, they do strongly recommend that you meet all of these criteria. Provide 6 feet of space between attendees, make hand washing stations available, signage that promotes hand washing, live streaming for those that aren't able to attend, encourage people that are sick not to come, encourage people to cover their coughs and sneezes, cleaning frequently touched surfaces, and developing a flexible refund policy. Additionally, the County Department of Recreation and Parks has announced that all indoor recreational programs are postponed. However, county parks will remain open. And like the littlest brother, and we'll call him Bobby Brady, the city of Annapolis also issued their own emergency proclamation, and they have canceled all city public meetings and public events, effective immediately. All city buildings will be closed to the public, and city staff should report for work daily. They do not have a telework policy in place in the city of Annapolis. Starting Monday, the Pitt Moyer Rec Center and the Stanton Center will be closed to the public. The finance counter at City Hall will be closed to public, but you still need to make your payments, and you should do them online or through the Postal Service. The alcoholic beverage and events permits at City Hall is going to be closed to the public, and the permit counter in the Planning and Zoning Office is also going to be closed to the public. The mayor has encouraged staff to cancel or postpone any in-person meetings to the greatest extent possible, and encourages the staff and any public that interacts with the staff to promote social distancing, that's 6-foot distance between people, to help prevent the spread of the disease. And he did offer the typical suggestions for keeping healthy. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Use your hand sanitizer if soap and water is not readily available. Clean and disinfect your frequently touched objects. Cover your mouth when coughing or sneezing. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. If you're sick, stay at home. And avoid close contact with people that are sick. All right, so that does it for the government end of this, but there are some other announcements that came out throughout the day. It was kind of a crazy day yesterday. Over at the Anne Arundel County Public Library, all programs, events, and meeting room bookings are canceled through May 2nd. Half of the computers are going down. This is not because they're broken. This is because they want to maintain that distance between people. So they are going to take every other computer out of service. They are also going to have disposable keyboard and mouse covers. They're not in just yet, but they encourage everybody to use them when they do come in. All library branches will remain open. They do encourage you to check out their digital resources, of which there are many, and you should really check that out. Yesterday afternoon, the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park sent out a notice saying that they are canceling the 2020 Annapolis Oyster Roast and Sock Burning. That was scheduled for March 21st, and in a statement they said, "We're deeply disappointed to cancel this long-standing tradition, but our community's health and safety must come first. We will provide ticket holders a refund. However, we do request that you consider making the cost of your ticket a donation to the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park to further their programs. If you would like to donate the cost of your ticket, send an email to development@amaritime.org. That's the letter A, maritime.org, by Wednesday, March 18th, and they're going to provide you with a donation receipt for the gift. Otherwise, ticket refunds are going to be processed on Thursday, March 19th. Yesterday afternoon, the Ram's Head On Stage said that they are going to be postponing all ticketed live music events at Ram's Head On Stage through the end of March. The Ram's Head restaurants are still open, and you want to keep an eye on your email box because they will be contacting you with instructions on how to get refunds or to reuse the tickets for rebooked dates. The Anne Arundel County Medical Centers Foundation early yesterday morning did cancel the Denims and Diamonds Bash, which was scheduled to be held in April on the 25th. That's a real shame. That was always a great party and a huge fundraiser for the foundation. The The Annapolis Film Festival, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but they released a statement last night saying, in accordance with the governor's order today, canceling all large events in the state of Maryland and amid growing health concerns as the COVID-19 outbreak continues to spread, organizers and the board of directors of the festival are working hard considering a number of creative alternatives to the event. When we asked, they said, stay tuned, they'll have some more information a little bit later today, so I may have some more information as to what the Annapolis Film Festival plans to do for their event, and that was scheduled March 26th through 29th. And there's some other closings around and about. Disneyland in California is closing through the end of the month, and you know it is bad when that greedy mouse decides to close. March Madness, which was supposed to be played without fans, now is not being played at all. March Madness has been canceled. The NBA has postponed the rest of their season. The NHL has postponed the rest of their season. Major League Baseball now has canceled the remainder of spring training and pushed opening day 2 weeks back. We don't know how that will fare here in Maryland with the governor's order, and we don't have any word on the Bowie Bay Sox and where minor league baseball fits into that play. Also, yesterday evening, we got an email from the Maryland Black Bears and that minor league hockey team up in Odenton, and their league has suspended all play for the rest of the season. Once again, here in Maryland, we do not know what the duration of the state of emergency is. So the best advice I can give you is to make sure that you're checking with any of your organizers or any of the businesses or entities that you want to visit to make sure that they are open and what their policies are. I went to WTOP yesterday afternoon about 5 o'clock and I saw a headline. It said, "Worst day on Wall Street since 1987 as virus fears spread." I didn't read it. Nope, not going to go there. As we wrap up, I do want to give you a little bit of a bright spot here. And a good friend of mine, Erin, had posted to Facebook, and I thought this was very important. I'd like everybody to listen to this and really heed it here. She put up there, she said, "I am thinking of all the small businesses that are the heartbeat of our community. Once things settle and we are quarantined, because let's face it, it's coming, try to figure out ways to support your local businesses. If you are still receiving a paycheck, find ways to #shop small. For example, if you buy coffee daily from a local coffee shop, call them up and buy a gift card and pick it up the next time you're in. Pick a retailer each day or maybe each week and order something online or over the phone. Pick it up the next time you're in. Same for your nail salons, your hair salons, etc. Buy concert tickets for late summer and fall. Purchase gift cards from your favorite restaurants. Tip extra. Be patient with refunds on events. Try to continue the norms of your purchasing habits and refocus to small businesses as much and as often as you can. And through it all, be kind. And businesses, if you're not online, now's the time to get creative and get online." Whew. Okay, that does it for the news today. It's enough for me. It's got to be enough for you. You want to hang tight. We have George Young with your local DMV weather. He is standing by in just 1 minute. And normally, because it is Friday, we would have a list of suggested things to do for this weekend. But right now, there ain't squat happening this weekend. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your family, and get used to this new normal, at least for now. We'll see you on Monday.
Hello, Marylanders. I'm Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been thinking about solar for your home or business? If so, now's the time. The economics of solar are better than ever, and there's no better source than the trusted team at Solar Energy Services. We're the local experts with the best reviews in town. We've been around for 40 plus years, and we'll be here even longer to back up the generous warranties we offer. Let me put the solar economics in perspective. A typical residential solar investment in Maryland has an annual rate of return between 8 and 12%. And where can you get 10% annual returns for more than 25 years with very low risk? Not in savings, not even in stocks. So make your smartest investment ever by installing solar now and enjoy the satisfaction of doing your part for clean energy. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasting. Call today, 410-923-6090, or visit solarsaves.net.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, March 13th. Yesterday was a nice one across the Annapolis region, and today will be a bit of a mixed weather day with temps jumping way up into the 70s across Anne Arundel County, with some showers and possibly even a thunderstorm as well, primarily in the AM hours, with winds becoming gusty between 20 and 30 miles per hour at times. From there, skies clear for Saturday with highs 15 to 20 plus degrees cooler in the 50s, before even cooler temps on Sunday with sunshine and highs near 50. And looking ahead to next week, which will be a unique one for the region with the closure of schools due to the coronavirus pandemic. It'll be chilly and sunny Monday with highs near 50, before warming into the upper 50s to maybe mid-60s in spots Tuesday through Friday, with a chance of some light showers late Monday into Tuesday, followed by another chance Thursday or Friday. Bottom line, in a very unique and unfortunate and challenging situation, it looks like the weather will at least cooperate more so than not to allow kids home from school to get outside a bit, even in the context of social distancing and other approaches to safety as we move through this thing together. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Do all you can to enjoy this weekend, overcome the challenges of no school and adjusted work schedules next week and beyond, and stay safe in the process. And please be sure to stay tuned to DMV Weather with our custom app of DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store, and our website at dmvweather.com, as well as our Facebook and Twitter pages, both located at facebook or twitter.com/DCMDVA Weather, so you can always stay weather informed. Please be safe, everyone. Take care.
This is TJ Smith. I'm running to be your mayor. I'm not a politician. I'm a lifelong public servant. And right now, in our city, there is no more urgent time to serve. We need to turn the page on corruption at City Hall that spanned a decade and be swift and bold in reducing crime and trauma. It's time we think different, Baltimore. We need to want more. We need to expect more. I'm TJ Smith, and with your support, I know that we can be more.
Paid for by friends of TJ Smith, Carlton Epps Senior Treasurer.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.